Good afternoon, folks. So this is where I'm at. So I've broken it down to 2, 3, 3 with random choices for each of the shapes. And it's still giving me about 23 frames a second or 25 frames a second, sometimes 30, depending on the particular animation that I'm using. So for example, if I use just a static image, it seems to be a little bit better. I'm getting 24 frames a second, 26 frames a second. It looks like it's working pretty good. But I'm running into issues where it's just not pushing past a certain point. And I think it has to do with the fact that it's how it's all being constructed together. So in any case, it is looking pretty good. It's getting a really nice fractal kind of view. You're able to randomize the trigger button and get it where you want it. I've also added in, I've fixed the issues with the shadow that I was having problems with. And then I've also added a little bit more surface area for the shadows, and directions. You can really kind of play with that a little bit. And then also I've added in a bigger red shift and a bigger blue shift, so that you get this nice CRT offset, which is really nice. I've also added in the inner circle now has this you're able to expand it like you could before. It no longer affects everything, but it affects the inner circle, and the trigger button has some randomness to it, so that even though the expansion of that circle gets bigger, it has more room to kind of give a randomization there. Also, the center can be moved over. The same thing, it can be moved up and down. There are some issues with this because it's not moving everything in one place. It's moving around in the space. I think I might know of a fix for this, but this also adds in some nice variation as well, because then you're able to skew it a little bit, and when you hit the random trigger, it feels a little bit more organic. There are some issues, as you can see, like right here, where all the pieces are just too close together, and it has to do with the circle. So I'm trying to figure out ways if there's a way I can fix that without it costing me too much in the end. But that's where I'm at. You have the image randomization, so it could be like a little bit, or it can be a lot of it. And then every time you hit the trigger button, that randomizes again. I've also had the transport beat, as you saw before. The real big time that you see issues just depends on your animation and what you've got going on. I tried this animation here. As soon as I add in the shattered effect, it slows it right down, and you can see just in the very beginning that transition seemed to be kind of slowed right down. I think it's because there's lots being processed for this halftone motion already, and adding that to the shattered effect to the halftone motion made the halftone motion slow down. So still working it out, trying to figure out how I can get that fixed. But otherwise, that's where I'm at. Hope you enjoy this video, and you have a great day.